revised summary staff recommendation dated today, May 24th. As we typically do after we open the provisional envelopes, we have a few adjustments to make. We'll start under the accepted. The number of wrong precinct ballots, so these were cast in the correct location, but the wrong precinct, went from 2 to 5. And then the number of rejected, voted wrong, precinct wrong location went from 11 to 14. So that brings the total number of rejected from 101 to 104, and the total number of accepted from 899 to 896. So staff recommends approval of the revised staff recommendation.
I know we've done the category, each category independently, but I can't remember if we need to do that with the revised.
I think with the revised, you just adopt the report.
Very good. All right, then I'll move that we adopt the summary staff recommendation report as revised and dated today, May 24th, 2022.
Second.
Any more discussion? Anyone opposed?
Those are ballots A124 and A125.
I'll move approval of the 2 Uocava ballot remakes, and I'll move we approve the ballots as remade.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? That motion carries.
Thank you. And then once we open the provisionals, we did have to do some remakes on those ballots as well. We had a number of damaged ballots. A lot of times that's due to marks in the barcode, or when we're taking the provisional sticker off, they don't always come off very well. So that damages the barcode. So those ballots, damaged ballots, are P17 through P22, P25 through P32, and P36 through P42.
I'll move that we approve those ballots that the administrator just identified, and that we approve them as remade.
Second.
Okay, any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? That motion carries.
Thank you. We also had some ballots that had stray marks on them that the director and deputy director reviewed and determined they were indeed stray marks, and so that those will scan properly as the voter intended. We've remade those ballots as well. Those are P43 through P54.
I move approval of those ballots as remade.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? That motion carries.
Thank you. And then as indicated, when we found some additional ballots that the voter, when we opened the provisionals, they had received the incorrect ballot. They were at the right polling location, but had received the incorrect ballot for their registered precinct. And so we remade those ballots. Those are P14 through P16, P23 and P24, and then P33 through P35.
I'll move approval of those ballots as remade.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? That motion carries.
And that's all we have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next on our agenda, certification of independent candidate petition for the November 8th, 2022 general election. Am I reading this in error?
I was thinking the primary.
Okay. Correction?
No, there's no correction.
Okay. Okay. All right, Sherry?
Yes.
The filing deadline for independent candidates for the November 8th, 2022 general election has passed. We had one independent candidate file. That candidate is Christopher Smitherman for County Commissioner, and it is listed in your packet. Staff reviewed those petitions, found them to be sufficient, and recommend certification.
I'll move approval of the independent candidate for the November 8th, 2022 general election, that we certify that candidate.
We need a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? That motion carries. Thank you. Next, we have approval of precinct realignment.
Yes, we received word from the city of Sharonville that they have redrawn their ward lines, which then causes the board to realign our precinct boundaries to conform with the new ward lines. Staff has done that, and there's a summary listed of the precincts and the number of active and inactive voters now in those precincts based on the new or the proposed precinct lines. We did not need to create any new precincts in the city of Sharonville, and some voters will have their polling location changed based on those precinct realignments, and staff will mail notice to those voters prior to the next election. We do need approval from the board on the proposed precinct realignments.
I'll move approval of the new precinct map from Sharonville.
Second.
Doesn't look like there was that much of a radical change. Okay. Any more discussion?
I just have one question on the number that the Secretary of State has, like 1,400. Is it?
It's 1,400 active
Active.
registered voters, yes. So the new precinct lines does comply to that. They are all under 1,400.
Okay. Okay, fine, okay.
The new one. And
I got it, thanks.
any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? And that motion carries.
So our team right now, our operations staff, is conducting the official count. So they are adding the ballots that you just approved, the remade ballots, scanning those, and then tabulating the official results. It will take a few minutes to get to that. We do have a few other things we could discuss while we're waiting. One of which is that our next regular board meeting is set for June 14th, but we do anticipate, hopefully this weekend or no later than Tuesday, the federal court to issue an order regarding the redistricting, which we then believe would prompt a directive from the Secretary of State that will tell us when to hold the primary election for the General Assembly and state central committees. So we anticipate needing to have a board meeting so that the board can vote, on sort of our standard procedures of the amount of poll workers that will be needed, the ballot quantities, equipment allocation, that sort of thing. So we'd like to set a tentative date in anticipation of that directive and order. We were recommending June 3rd at 8:30 a.m. if that fits the board schedule.
I can make it at 9, but not 8:30. I don't know how that works with everyone.
I have a 10 o'clock conference call. As long as I'm back in my office for that, I'm fine.
We believe that we should be able to.
I'm
yeah.
good for that time.
Okay. So that'll be a tentative special meeting date
Okay.
of June 3rd at 9 a.m. And of course, as soon as we receive the directive, we will forward that on to the board.
Okay.
Madam Chair, if I
Yes.
can interrupt. So today,
Alex.
this meeting is the last meeting we will have Shirley Frazier here at the Board of Elections working for us. Shirley is the administrator of our election supplies and support department. She's had a long career here. She started in 1996 in registration. She was quickly identified as a rising star in the registration department. To this day, she is renowned for having sort of the fastest hands at the BOE. Whenever we're doing petitions and we have one of those all hands on deck moment, Shirley always jumps in, and she's one of the fastest and most accurate, because we always want to make sure we're being accurate. She was promoted to administrator and was the first African-American woman to hold that position here in the Board of Elections. And if you think about all the changes that have occurred in 26 years here, in 1996, votes were still being cast on punch cards. So she has been here through the transition to scanning ballots. She's been here through the transition of new voter registration systems, e-poll books, technological advances, cybersecurity, and she's been a steady hand through all of that to make sure that the elections in Hamilton County are safe, secure, and fair. Public service is a rewarding career, but it's often thankless. Anybody who devotes 26 years to this work deserves the highest regard and recognition. So I would just like to commend Shirley on her tenure here and invite the board members if there's anything you would like to say.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, go ahead.
No, you go.
I just want to congratulate you personally. I started the Board of Elections in 2000, and that's when I got a chance to start working with Shirley, and she was in the registration department. And when she became an administrator, we worked closely together because our departments kind of had to work together closely to get a lot of things done. And she's a consummate professional. She can sing, very good singer. She's a strong leader, very strong and assertive. We're definitely going to miss your presence here because Shirley didn't take no mess. And she's very professional and very organized. I can say that about her. You go to her office and you can see, that's the way she is. Even her department, everything was organized and very orderly. And we're going to miss you, but I'll be seeing you around the community because, I know you're not going anywhere. And congratulations on the well-deserved retirement. I know everybody tried to talk you into staying, they tried to talk me into staying, but, you got 26 years. I didn't even make it to 20. I stopped at 19, so congratulations. You deserve it.
Okay.
Chair,
Yes.
Shirley, as the senior member of the Board of Elections.
Yeah, good point.
I want to thank you for your service. I was just thinking about it. I don't think I have ever been in this building or when we were on Broadway that I didn't see you in the building as well. And which shows that you were always here and always there and doing the people's work. And I don't know that in the 16 years that I've been on this board, there's ever been one issue related to you that wasn't resolved quickly and professionally. There was never an issue. And so I will try one more time to talk you into staying. Okay, all right, I had to try. Congratulations. I look forward to knowing what the next phase of your life will bring and hope to see you again in the community. And I just want to thank you again for everything you've done, not only for this Board of Elections, but more importantly for the citizens of Hamilton County and ensuring that every single election is done professionally and accurately. Thank you.
Well, I echo all of that, Shirley. I've always enjoyed working with you. You've always greeted me with a great smile and a warm demeanor, which I've greatly appreciated. I didn't know you could sing well. Never too late to show us. But because I came to the Christmas party and saw some karaoke, and it's fair to say not all of your colleagues can sing as well as you can.
That's true.
But anyway, I have thoroughly enjoyed working with you, and this board team here is why I think we're the envy of the state of Ohio and maybe the country, because we just have highly professional, dedicated public servants like yourself, and I really, really mean that, and I feel it deeply. And I'm proud to be part of this board because of people like you who work here and make it such a great place. So congratulations. Enjoy your well-deserved retirement. Best of luck to you.
Well, the first time I met Shirley, which was some time ago, I really didn't realize how much of a Renaissance woman that she was. But she truly is, and it's many times when you see some stressful situations occurring, she'll be out in the back, taking a puff or two to get things calmed down, and I'm like, Shirley, watch all them cigarettes, but that calms her down, and then she continues to move forward, and every challenge that I've witnessed that she has had to deal with, she has viewed them as opportunities. And so she's a strong Renaissance woman, and her spirit will be here when she's gone, and her spirit will stay with me when you're gone too. So you've done a great job. You exemplify what a Renaissance woman to me is all about. That's all I have, Betty. Did I catch everybody?
If I could
Jerry?
just,
I'm sorry.
say a few things. So Shirley, I feel like we've been through a lot here at the board. When we were at our downtown office, I think we solved a lot of problems out on the dock, right? And continue to do that here in the new building. And I think definitely one of the moments I'll remember is during the 2020 primary election when the whole world sort of turned upside down. And I'll just, never forget the way that you stepped up. Right, and we were here and we took an oath and we worked together even though we weren't really sure what was happening in the world. We did what we needed to do, and I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss your friendship too.
Okay.
I think she deserves a round of applause.
I'm not used to seeing her this quiet.
You want to say something?
Do you want? I've not seen that before, but okay.
Is this your last week then? This is it?
Mhm.
Good for you.
Reminder that Shirley's retirement luncheon is May 31st,
Right.
so next Tuesday.
So maybe she will sing a little song for us. It's called a "See You Later, Farewell," something like that. All right. Great. Thanks for the great job. I'd also like to share a note from Kenny. He's our liaison with the Secretary of State's office. He is out, as you all know, because I think we shared this in our last meeting. He has a lot of counties that he has to travel to, and so he's in the middle of traveling between 3 counties today. And his message to us today is, we are looking forward to a summer conference, and I will be at Shirley's retirement party on Tuesday. So he just looks forward. Our team, he says, wants to thank the Hamilton County Board of Election for another successful election as well. So that was a message from Kenny. That's all I have.
I have a quick question. So I saw the emails about the conference. Is the staff taking care of the registration for everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, staff has registered all of the board members, and the deputy director and I will also be attending.
Okay.
The Secretary of State's office did limit this conference to just 6 employees per board to attend, so our administrators unfortunately will not be able to attend. It's a smaller venue than
Right.
normal.
Well, I noticed they required us to go to some of these, like it's mandatory now, I think.
Yes, the summer conference is now mandatory. Yeah.
My understanding, do you know if they're going to add more rooms because at the group rate, because they're full?
I do not know that, but we can certainly see what we can find out about that.
Okay. I mean, we have a room, but still, if we could get it at the conference rate, that would be good. Because a couple of years ago, they did extend the numbers. So if it's possible, that's something I discovered.
We can check on that and get back to you.
Okay.
Another announcement.
Okay.
So with Shirley's retirement, that creates a rather large vacancy here at the Board of Elections, one of the administrator positions, the administrators are the department heads of the boards of election, the day-to-day managers that are really responsible for making sure that the work we do here gets done and gets done right. We have promoted Raquel Burgos into that position effective June 1st. Raquel is a 10-year veteran here at the Board of Elections. She has been in the administration department. Most recently, she has served as our PEO coordinator, managing the controlled chaos that is hiring 1,000 poll workers to show up for one day of work on election day and get them trained and assigned and deal with everything that happens when inevitably curveballs are thrown at them at the last minute. Raquel is also a Navy veteran, comes to us with a lot of leadership experience from her time in the Navy, so we are very excited to welcome Raquel into the leadership team here to see, what she can do here.
She can lead us in the pledge, too.
Yeah.
And
Bill
we will
thinks-
have a second veteran to lead us.
never
You're out.
resign.
You're out, Bill.
Never.
Congratulations, Raquel.
Yeah, congratulations. You're a veteran, a veteran of 10 years and a veteran in the military as well. Sitting next to a veteran.
Right. And we are so fortunate to have two individuals that I'm aware of here that has served our country and continue to serve in some capacity. And Bill thinks he's going to get out of the Pledge of Allegiance, but no, forget it, honey. He split it.
Two Navy veterans.
Yeah. Well, we're excited. Congratulations, Raquel. One of the things I've always observed that she does and has done, and I'm sure continues to do, is teach and train folks how to accomplish whatever goals that have been established. And she's always prepared for the unexpected. So that continues to be an attribute as well. So again, congratulations.
Raquel,
She
do you
has
want to
big
come up
shoes
and
to
address
fill,
the
she
board?
said. She said she has big shoes to fill.
Oh.
You said, yeah.
Thank you for being a part of
Wonderful.
our team.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I will go check on vote counting. Be right back.
Yeah. The morning is just
Like
starting.
laminate.
6:30 meeting on election night. Very well. Before you know it, know the totals are in. Hey, what did you just say? I know, I shouldn't have.
He's already dangerous in this building.
They learned that lesson, didn't we?
Be careful what you say,
All pessimism until it's been put in place.
You got any comments? You've been mighty quiet down here. We're all, don't get him started.
Right. Got the old-
Dave, did you hear that?
the old Bletzers, the old board.
A lot of people are traveling with campers.
Yeah.
There was a person that was interviewed this morning, and to fill his camper up, it cost almost $300, and he was only traveling about
Her fingers are good.
I don't know. I think it's probably cleaner to go to. I'll move that we stand. in
Second.
recess.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstained? We are in recess.
Now Barb's
She
fingers can
rest
stop.
her fingers. favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That motion carries. We're out of recess. So, now we are in the process on the agenda to certify the May 3rd, 2022 primary election official results. Sherry?
Yes, you've just been handed the official results, and staff recommends certification.
I'll move that we certify the official results of the May 3rd, 2022 primary election.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? That motion carries. Interesting. So declaring recounts. Sherry?
Yes, I just want to confirm with the operations department, but I believe there are no automatic recounts for the election yet, so no recounts.
Amazing.
That's great.
So no need to take any action there.
Okay.
And next on the agenda is,
Post-election audit?
yes, post-election audit. The board is required to set the method, time, and place of the audit. Staff recommends a risk-limiting audit to begin June 1st at 8:30 a.m. at the office of the Board of Elections.
I'll move that we declare the recount on June.
I'm sorry, it's audit.
Audit,
Audit.
sorry, audit. Post-election audit, as suggested by our director.
Second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? That motion carries.
The contest to be audited, as directed by the Secretary of State, will be the Democratic race for governor, the Republican race for U.S. Senate. The directive also instructs the boards of elections to audit one countywide contested race. We have two that fall into that category, either the Democratic juvenile judge race or the Republican clerk of court race. We have both of those contests in our clear audit container, and our staff will go ahead and do the random draw of those contests now.
She was bipartisan. One shook it and the other one grabs it.
So, yes.
That was juvenile, right? Yeah.
Now,
Juvenile, yes. Court of Common Pleas Juvenile Division. So that'll be the third contest to be audited.
Okay.
We had tentatively scheduled a meeting for tomorrow, Wednesday, May 25th. That was in the event we needed to do an automatic recount and conduct a random draw. So that because there's no recounts, that meeting is no longer necessary. We had also set a tentative meeting to conduct a recount for Tuesday, May 31st at 8:30 a.m. That meeting is also no longer needed. So now we have a tentative special meeting on June 3rd, 9 a.m. in anticipation of court order and directive regarding redistricting. And then the next regular meeting of the board is Tuesday, June 14th at 8:30 a.m. And I believe that's it from staff.
Any other discussion from staff?
You know, I know I'm unavailable on Tuesday, June the 14th, that's just FYI. So I don't know what's going to happen that day or if there'll be business, but. I
We may
don't
be able to
think it-
take care of it at the special meeting. Maybe we just sort of,
well,
I'm in favor of that because I got to be in Columbus for the BVME meeting the next day on the 15th.
okay. So perhaps we see what next week brings regarding the redistricting and,
Sorry about that.
you know, there may not be a need for another meeting on June 14th. We'll sort of see what plays out in the next week and then keep the board informed through email.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay.
One of the things, since I've been here, I've learned, because I schedule my calendar out for the whole year. So when we change things or it's modified, I forgot to delete a couple times. So I showed up.
Oh,
Alex said, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "It's supposed to be our meeting. I was wondering where all the cars were." So that should work for me as well. Anything else? Need a motion to adjourn.
I'll move that we adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? Anyone abstaining? That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for the teamwork. It's always good to see the team in action. And you know, my favorite saying, teamwork makes the dream work. So we continue to make those dreams work. Thank you for democracy.